Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. Deontay Wilder, one of everyone's favorite fighters. But hey, let's just be real here. Deontay Wilder's been out the ring for a while. He came back. He had a fight to kind of get him going. I think the verdict's still out on Wilder. But the bottom line is, whether you want to like it or not, man, Wilder's 48 fights, 43 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, knockout percentage north of 90%. He will be back in January and possibly fighting for a title. Now, Wilder held a WBC heavyweight title from 2015 to 2020. Now, at his peak, his right hand was universally feared. The Bronze Bomber moniker, that shit was not exaggeration. Wilder was out here knocking people out, putting the bing-bings on them. However, in his recent fights, the magic of that right hand has been fading. Now, Malik Scott is no longer his trainer, but he was his trainer. And a lot of critics said Wilder became more cautious, lost his snap, and really relied less on his one-punch, full-throttle style. Now, I'm going to say this, whether that's entirely Scott's fault or a natural decline is open to debate. But the result is obvious. He's no longer the same dude who blasted everyone out in a few seconds. He's not that guy. We used to be on our edge of seats waiting for a knockout. Now we're on the edge of our seats waiting to see him get knocked out. Now, according to The Guardian, Wilder's run as an elite heavyweight effectively ended when he looked a timid silhouette of his former self in the loss to Zhilei Zhang, which was a brutal knockout. Just got to understand, age becomes a brutal factor. At 39 or 40, depending on when the fight happens, your reflexes, punch recovery, and chin resilience, whether you want to accept it or not, starts to decline. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing about Wilder coming back, and I know he's supposed to be fighting for a title. I don't know what kind of title it's going to be in January. I'm not sure who he's fighting against. But I'm just telling you, man, can Wilder realistically return to old form and become a one-trick pony with the big right hand again? I think the short answer is highly unlikely. Not impossible, but we just got to understand a few things now. The strengths remaining, even now, Wilder still possesses, excellent height, 6'7", reach 83 inches. Power that still commands respect and name recognition that brings interest in fight purses. And that's why Wilder is planning on hanging around another 10 years. Now, if he's going to survive those next 10 years to box, I don't know, because there's nothing but killers out there in the heavyweight division, and I just would hate to see him get viciously knocked out again like he did against Zhang. But he still has some strengths. Now, as far as weaknesses, his footwork is slowing. His defense is reduced. There's ring rust. Knockout ratio is just kind of falling off now. He's not getting the knockouts, and that's in elite level fights. And the fact that opponents now game plan specifically for his right hand, Wilder, he's just not as effective. Also, psychological damage, consecutive losses, all those things destroys confidence, and that public breakup with the chick, Telly Swift. It takes a lot out of you, man. I do think it's good that he changed trainers. Now, Wilder parted with Malik Scott, and I'm still not sure what kind of style he's returning to, but looks like he's trying to get a style more suited to his boom right hand identity, which might regain some of his punching power and his punching threat. Trying to get back to not moving so much, but just realizing that, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and focusing around those strengths and some intelligence. But the physical loss of explosiveness, look, just due to his age or the Tyson Fury fights or whatever it is, it can't be undone. So it is what it is, man. And as far as matchup necessity, for Wilder to have a credible comeback, you got to fight an opponent who gives him space and doesn't exploit his diminished movement. He can't credibly chase top-tier heavyweights like Usyk or AJ anymore, or not even Fury. I mean, you can go after Dillian White or Chisora, I think, but I just think when you start getting in there with guys like even a Joseph Parker, Ajit Cavill, they're going to take him apart. Even Frank Sanchez would have a good time with Deontay Wilder. So you got to be very careful. So, in my opinion, he fights in January 26th. I don't know who his opponent's going to be. It's supposed to be a lower tier heavyweight for sure. It's supposed to be some kind of title on the line, but it will be someone of name value. But I'm just telling you, the opponent's not going to be elite. So expect a knockout window somewhere, I'd say between round 4 through 8, if he can get it done. But only if he lands his big shots early. If the fight goes deep, his chances drop drastically. Goes to more of a 50% chance of good showing, but only 30% chance of returning to true elite status. And that's just being real about Wilder. Now, Rashidi Ellis is back in the ring, supposed to be facing Javier Fortuna. I'll put it to this way. Rashidi Ellis should blast him out of there. Rashidi Ellis is 27-1 with 18 KOs, still young, still hungry. Javier Fortuna is Dominican. He's 39-6-1, 28 KOs. He's a veteran, he's crafty, he's experienced, he's got power. I don't think Rashidi Ellis is going to be too much. Now, as far as the dynamics, Ellis has youth, momentum, and ambition on his side. Fortuna has experience, ring savvy, a proven KO ratio, but is older and may have lost a step. But Fortuna knows how to win, and he will even foul his way to a victory. The fight likely goes, probably Ellis will try to impose speed and volume. Fortuna will try to land big shots, take advantage of any moments. If Ellis gets sloppy, I can see that 100%. The bottom line is, when you just look at those profiles, you just got to lean towards Rashidi Ellis to get the job done. He's got the edge in youth and upward trajectory. I expect a decision win for Ellis, maybe even a late stoppage. But if Fortuna leaves an opening, he's out of there for sure. But Fortuna could win if he times a big shot. So Ellis, 60-65% chance. Fortuna, 35 to 40% chance. Anything can happen, but I favor Rashidi Ellis. Now, the heavyweight landscape. Heavyweight landscape is bubbling, man. You got Usyk, Wardley, Parker. Usyk is the man, pound for pound king. Widely regarded as the best boxer fighter in the heavyweight division and among the pound for pound elite. Crawford will want to put respect on Usyk's name, but Usyk puts respect on Crawford's name. Usyk says Crawford is that guy. There's some similarity between the two, too. You look at Usyk, combination of movement, IQ, stamina, big fight experience puts him at the top. Crawford has the same qualities, and he's in the same position at the top. Usyk versus the young lion Moses Itauma. Let me tell you something. Rumors say Usyk isn't eager to fight the young heavy-hitting Moses Itauma. He's putting duck sauce on the fried rice. Some interpret his lack of engagement as ducking. I mean, ain't nothing to interpret. I mean, he don't want to fight him. That means he's avoiding him, and he's ducking to get out the way. If someone throws a rock at your ass and you don't want to get hit, what you do? You duck and get out the way. So Usyk is ducking and putting duck sauce on the fried rice. So whether you agree with that or not, it's going to raise questions. Young lion with a size, hunger. Then he has size and hunger as well, and nothing to lose, is a dangerous foe for an established champ. And Usyk is going to go the opposite direction and face the winner of Wardley and Parker. Now, Wardley has power and youth. Parker has experience and championship composure. On paper, Wardley's upside is huge, but then Parker's reality and fight IQ are very, very high. Many expect Parker to win down the stretch due to experience, but it only takes one Wardley shot to flip the script. Some say, hey, Wilder couldn't get there, so Wardley's not going to get there. I don't know if I quite agree with that comparison, but what I will tell you is Deontay Wilder, is his right hand going to return in 2026? Is his comeback realistic or just a nostalgia ride, you know? So that's why I try to look at his age, stats, his trainer changes, and just try to give a hard truth on a prediction. But it's hard to give a prediction until we find out who he's fighting. But then I just think Rashidi Ellis, Javier Fortuna on November 1st. Rashidi Ellis, that should be an easy win for him, but you just don't know if Fortuna is going to have the power that just shows up and the stars line up and he lands something big on Ellis and gets him out of there. But you have to favor Rashidi Ellis. And then what's really going on in the heavyweight division, Usyk, Wardley Parker. That's just complete madness, but I do believe I think Parker beats Wardley. But anything can happen. Then I think Usyk beats both of them. So I think tomorrow I may just do a real deep dive, real talk, no sugarcoating about all of these fights. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: Malik Scott, he sure as hell is deflecting all the blame off of him and Wilder's performances since once he assumed the lead trainer role. Malik Scott want to let the world know, hey, don't blame me for Wilder's performances. You know, when he listened to me, he did well. When he didn't, maybe it just has something to do with the fighter. You know, like he don't want no blame. Malik Scott, for me, being what I was before I retired, and you don't make excuses. Your people's wins are their wins. Their losses are your losses. So I just believe in taking accountability as a leader. Malik Scott's not showing me that he has that. He sounds like he's more of a hustler. I'm a hustler, hustler. That's what he sounds like to me. But anyway, more to come. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Y'all, I'm in the breeze.